Good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I would request you to please press like and subscribe so that you will get future notifications as well as all future videos that I'll be uploading on the financial markets, which will be useful for traders, investors, and management students who are looking at exploring the financial markets. Today, the 25th of April 2020, the topic that I'm going to talk about is crude everywhere, nowhere to store. If you look at this graphic that is really displayed, you will really realize that tankers around the world are waiting to just give crude delivery to various nations, but they are not really taking delivery of crude. So what has really happened as far as crude is concerned? Why is there such a big problem? On 20th of April, we saw historical movement when the crude price, the future crude price of May went into negative territory as low as minus $35 a barrel. What a journey crude has had. From the highs of $149 a barrel that was witnessed in June of 2008, within 12 years to hit minus $35 a barrel. Well, if you look at the economies around the world, okay, practically all economies, all countries are in a state of lockdown. Hence, there is no real demand as far as crude is concerned. There are no cars on the road. There are no bikes on the road. There are no jets flying. There are no industries really working. Hence, crude demand has really gone down. However, if you look at the supply situation, the global demand at present is 75 million barrels, whereas the supply is really $90 million a barrel. So there is an oversupply as far as crude is concerned. Well, the simple answer a lot of people would be looking at that why can't you can just reduce as far as reduce the supply of crude. Well, an oil refinery doesn't work as simple as a switch on and switch off. It's a very technical process in order to really close refining as far as the oil refinery is concerned. Hence, the availability of tankers around the world to store crude is just 1% available, and 95% of the storage around the world as far as crude is really full. Hence, if you look at the scenario on 19th of May, you will have the June expiry as far as the futures contract of crude is concerned. Well, this time you may not witness a negative scenario wherein crude prices go to negative because a lot of traders and investors really will cut their position well in advance rather than waiting for the last couple of days as they really waited on 20th of April. If you look at crude prices, are such low crude prices really good for the world economy? Well, the answer is no. If you look at a lot of economies, like Saudi Arabia, they look at 45% of GDP as far as crude is concerned. 90% of their export GDP comes really from crude. And a lot of social welfare in the Middle East and various crude production countries really happen in terms of social spending from crude. So with crude below $20, a lot of these economies may not sustain or will find it extremely difficult to really sustain. Hence, in the coming months, you will find that crude will be under immense pressure, though it's a big beneficial as far as the overall Indian economy is concerned. But however, in the long run, in terms of global GDP, crude trading below $20, which it will trade in the next couple of months, looks extremely negative as far as the overall growth of the world GDP is concerned. Let's look at what really is happening as far as crude oil trading in India is concerned. Crude oil is traded on the MCX in India. A lot of brokers have really burned their fingers really on 20th of April 2020 when the prices went negative. There are litigations that brokers are doing against the exchange, and we will have to really see what fate or how will these litigations be settled. However, in terms of margin, the margin requirement for most brokers have gone to about 115 to 150% to 200%. So what does that imply? That really implies that the brokers and the financial intermediaries in India do not want to really participate as far as the crude is concerned. Hence, volatility in crude prices are going to continue, will continue over the next few months. Prices will be lower because of global demand really going down. Volatility is the name of the game, and investors should be extremely wary and extremely careful when they're looking at trading in a commodity like crude. Though this is the once in a lifetime opportunity, but there could be wild swings in terms of overall demand and supply. And yes, today there is crude everywhere and nowhere really to store. Thank you so much.